Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Aishwarya with Vraj Gopika Mataji and you are watching Divine Echo. If you are new on the channel, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon to stay updated regarding the content of the channel. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Aishwarya.
As you know, we are doing a series of questions on the Bhagavad Gita. I've brought yet another question for our Mataji and let's get into it. So, Duryodhan is looking at the entire worldview, and in the midst of the Gita, we can see that he is analyzing people and segregating them on the basis like, here are my friends and here are my enemies. So, even in our lives, when we filter out people, a lot of time and energy goes into maintaining the relationships, and thus it gets difficult to do so. So then we start getting certain thoughts in our mind like, I should not lose these people, I need them in my future or for my future, and the others I don't need them, so I might not maintain the relationship with them and so on. So it's like a judgmental mentality. So how do we overcome this judgmental mentality?
Yeah. The fact is that we are all looking for true friendship. We are looking for a friendship in this world or a relationship in this world. It's very important for us, we cannot survive without a friendship. It's like a support system for us. So, friendship, like we look for friendship at home level, we find this friendship in our brothers and sisters, we find friendship in our parents, then we see friendship at society level, at country level, everywhere we are looking for friendship. But this friendship is temporary in this mundane world. In this material world, this friendship is not eternal, it's temporary. So sometimes there's a big conversation gap between the friends and the friendship fades away. Yes?
Yeah.
Then sometimes the friendship is just need based.
Yeah.
There is friendship. Yeah, there
It's
is
most of the time need based.
Yeah. There's friendship if you need someone, there's no friendship if you don't need. And then sometimes separation between husband and a wife, it breaks the friendship. Then friendship between the countries, then it turns into deadly wars like what it is happening nowadays.
Yeah.
It's due to their ulterior motives. So this friendship in this mundane world is not eternal, it's temporary. We are also looking for friendships nowadays on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere we are looking for friendship.
Yeah.
But then this search for true friendship does not end, it continues. It continues till we find this in Krishna. When we find this friendship in Krishna, then the search for this eternal friendship, it stops there.
Yeah.
Till then, it continues. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram yagatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam yagyatva mam shantiricchati. Suhridam. He is saying, I am Suhridam. So what does actually Suhridam indicate, or what does Suhridam mean? So Aishwarya, in Sanskrit, there are 3 words relating to friendship. So one is friendship, which we call in Sanskrit, we call Mitra.
Okay.
Mitra is a social friend.
Okay.
Then there's another word which is called which is Bandhu.
Yeah.
Bandhu is an official friend, like a
Okay.
friend at your workplace. So
Okay.
he's Bandhu.
Like a colleague.
Yeah, like a colleague. And the other one, the third one is Suhridam. Suhrid. Suhrid means a good heart, well-wisher. So Krishna is saying, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am the well-wisher of all living entities. I'm Suhrid. So how is Krishna Suhrid? Let us understand.
Yes.
So in this world, when we are doing favors for anybody, we are always wanting credit for it, right?
Yes, yes.
No one will do any favor without doing it, without any credit for it.
Yeah.
We all expect a credit. But here Krishna is doing so many favors for us. He's so merciful. And he is actually invisible. He doesn't even show that he is doing so many favors. He is so merciful. He is fulfilling our desires. He's fulfilling all our desires. Still, he is invisible.
Yeah, he doesn't take the credit.
He doesn't want the credit. So here he also says Bhokta Ram Yagya Tapasam Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. Yes, I am the enjoyer of this entire universe. I am the controller of this universe. So what we do is even we also desire to be enjoyers and the controllers in this material world. So Krishna is so merciful. He's so merciful. He creates another world for us. He creates this material world for us. And he says, okay, if you desire to enjoy, you desire to control, then do this here in this material world. Enjoy. Be the controller in this material world. And he remains invisible. So he is the Suhrid. He is the Suhrid of all the living entities. And what we are doing, we are fulfilling our desires, we are becoming the enjoyers, we are becoming the controllers, and we are fighting and exploiting each other, and then we are segregating people as our friends and enemies. Those who are being controlled by us are our friends, and those who are not being controlled by us are our enemies.
Yeah.
So now we have to understand that we are looking for people outside in the world as our friends and our enemies. Actually, the real enemy or the real friend is residing within us.
Oh.
Yeah. It is residing within us. But it is the concept of mind. It is the mind which can be your best of your friends and best of your enemies. So here Krishna is saying in this sixth chapter of I think sixth shloka only, he's saying this mind, your uncontrolled mind can be your enemy, and the controlled mind can be your friend. So as long as you win over your mind is your friend, and as long as you lose your mind, your mind wins over you, it's your enemy.
Okay. Yeah. So it's the mind that is the real culprit.
Yeah, it's the mind that is. It's a culprit also. Actually, it can be a friend also.
Yeah.
It can be a friend. So here Krishna is saying, Bandhuratmana tasya yena atmana jita anatmanastu shatruve vartit atmaeva shatruvat. He's saying, जिसने मन को जीत लिया है, उसके लिए मन सर्वश्रेष्ठ मित्र है, किंतु जो ऐसा नहीं कर पाया उसके लिए मन सबसे बड़ा जिसने मन को जीत लिया है उसके लिए मन सर्वश्रेष्ठ मित्र है, और जो ऐसा नहीं कर पाया है उसके लिए मित्र जो है वो मन जो है उसके लिए सबसे बड़ा शत्रु। So we have to understand that accepting people as friends or as enemies is not the right way. It's the mind. It is only the concept of mind which is accepting or rejecting people as friends or enemies. If you are liking a particular activity of somebody, then that performer of that activity is your friend. If you're not liking a particular activity, then the performer of that activity is your enemy. So it's all inside the concept
inside us.
Mind. Yeah, it is the concept of mind. It is nowhere to be looked outside.
Get it?
Yeah. So here we can also just take a small example, like two friends, they sit together to have alcohol or to smoke. So actually, are they real friends or they are enemies? They are
not friends, at least.
They are not friends because they are not doing good to each other. No one is doing good to any one of them. And they have got uncontrolled mind. But at the same time, if the third person, a third friend comes and he advises them not to indulge into alcohols or not to indulge into smoking, then is he their friend or is he their enemy? So apparently he might look like an enemy because their mind is not accepting him.
Yeah,
the mind is not
accepting. It's the mind again.
Yes.
It's the mind.
So he might appear to be their enemy, but actually he is their friend.
Yes.
So it's all the concept of mind. We are not to look at people or situations as our friends and enemies. We have to look within ourselves. The mind accepts and rejects.
I just remember a quote now after your explanation. There is a saying that beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. It's just like that.
Yes.
Like, what we see is directed by our own mind and it's not about the other person.
Exactly. So if we are looking for a real friendship, true friendship, then Krishna is just not only he is not just a mitra, he is not just a bandhu, he is a suhrida, he is a well-wisher, he is a true friend, the eternal friend.
Yeah.
And actually we cannot look for eternal friendship in this temporary world. This world is only temporary, then how can we look for eternal friendship, eternal happiness?
So nothing is eternal in this material world.
Eternal. It is only said that this world is what? Dukhalyam ashashvata. Dukhalyam ashashvata. But then we are looking for true friendship here in this material.
Thank you, Mataji. We see that we are learning a lot from you, and we hope to keep learning the same things from you. And to the viewers, if you've not seen the previous videos, please go and check them. I'll put the link in the description box, and share this video with your loved ones to enlighten their life. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.